my name is Marni, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. It's my job to give you the no BS, honest truth about what women want versus what they say they want. And I put up new videos every Tuesday, so keep an eye out for my videos. And please, 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 please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell so you're always notified when a new video of mine gets posted and you don't miss anything. In this video, I'm going to tell you why you keep getting placed in the friend zone and turned down for second dates. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to talk to women in a way that builds attraction and sparks chemistry so that these women become attracted to you. Once you start emotionally tapping, which I'll explain to you in this video, you will never be seen as a friend or a nice guy again. So keep watching. So I was talking to one of my girlfriends the other day, and she shared something I think you're gonna find really interesting. She was telling me how she's been having a lot of arguments with a guy she's been dating for just over a year now. When I asked why, she confessed something that would shock most guys. So she confessed that she goes out of her way to start arguments with him. Can you guess why she does this? It's because it leads to hot makeup sex between them. And she told me the sex is 10 times better after they've been arguing than it is normally. And that's because arguments lead to a lot of emotions, even if they are mainly negative. It evokes passion and feeling, which are crucial for us to enjoy truly great sex. The problem with my friend's boyfriend is he doesn't know how to make her feel that passion and emotion in their day-to-day lives. So she starts all these arguments with him to manufacture those feelings for herself. Now, I'm not saying this is something I'd recommend for a healthy relationship, and the truth is that I've actually done something like this in the past and maybe still use it from time to time, but it does illustrate how important emotions are if you want to turn a woman on. There have been tons of studies that proved a strong link between fear and sexual arousal, and it makes complete sense. Fear is a strong emotion that gets the endorphins running, the same as when you feel really turned on by someone. This doesn't mean that you should frighten women or start fights to try to turn us on, but you do need to know how to engage our emotions. I'm going to repeat that because it's so important and something you should always keep in the back of your mind when talking to a woman you are attracted to. So here it is again. You need to know how to engage a woman's emotions because that's the number one key to triggering our sexual arousal. Unfortunately, most guys really struggle with this and don't know how to do it, and it's because it's not something that men naturally know how to do. So now that you know this about women, I'm going to tell you how to use this knowledge about us to have better conversations at first meeting that build attraction and not a friendship. So are you ready? Here's how you trigger a woman's emotional button in the first few moments of conversation. Some may even call what I'm about to share a way to seduce women, but I know that this term has some negative associations, so call it what you will, but I call it seduction. It is a way for her to view you as more than a nice guy and see you as a sexual option. So next time you start talking to a woman, skip all the fluff talk and go straight for her emotions. Remember that. Again, leave out the fluff talk, all the redundant stuff, and save that for your friends. When the average guy approaches a girl, he usually starts with a compliment or something like, "Excuse me, I just saw you from over there and I really think you're beautiful and I had to come and say hi, blah, blah." That's fine. And then it goes into boring chit chat of, where are you from? What do you do? What do you do for fun? Blah, 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 blah. And there's no emotion there. I could literally give those responses in my sleep. I hang out with friends for fun. I'm a janitor. Again, blah, 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 blah. The woman can talk about what she does, but there is no emotion. So now that you know that the way to a woman's attraction button is through her emotions, you want to skip all that fluff talk and go straight to the emotions. Maybe she says, "I work in marketing for XYZ firm." At that point, you want to listen to the words she says, but what you're really listening to is the emotion she expresses when she says it. She could say either this, "I'm in marketing," or this, "I'm in marketing." Same sentence, two completely different emotions behind the sentence. So if a woman responds positively, like in the first example, then you dive into those positive emotions more because you know that she will link those positive emotions to you and the experience with you. But if you see the negative emotion about her job, then you can trigger that emotion in her. See past her words and say something like, "Okay, what do you really love to do? And then she has to think and dive deeper and then tells you something semi-vulnerable about herself, that she hates her job and wishes that she did something else. And then you can continue down that path of emotions. Say something like, how would it feel if you did that other job instead? Any question about her feelings that gets her into her emotions. See how you can easily shift this conversation from a boring, bland, and logical exchange to an emotional one that has her feeling open and close to you. And of course, you'll use this with good intention and not as a tactic. I just had to say that, right? Okay. I know that this might seem extreme for you, and you may think, oh my God, I can't just dive into this with her, and I need to have some small talk before getting so deep. But I would have to ask you, why? Why do you need this small talk when you typically only have minutes to talk to a woman and make an impression? Wouldn't you rather be the guy that she has this strong feeling and association with because you had a real conversation versus a guy she can barely remember because you talked about nothing and made her feel nothing? Now that you've connected through emotions and creating safety and comfort, now you can build attraction. And you do that by combining flirtatious and sexual elements with the emotions. So for example, while she's talking about marketing and you're listening and asking about how she feels about it, you also get close to her. Give her good eye contact, slow down your voice, touch her slightly. Imply sexual energy and intent instead of friendly intent. This is where so many guys go wrong. They get into emotional talk and they keep their distance instead of having those moments be something that can actually connect you and bring you closer. One note, during this time, the conversation is not all about her and her emotions. That gets a little bit too deep. A while back, I made 2 videos about OSA and LCA, my 2 methods for creating great conversations with women. So I would suggest you go watch these 2 videos so that you know how to properly work in your emotions and experiences to the conversation so that it's not just a one-way conversation. OSA and LCA are also included in my program, Become a Man Women Want, as well as a much deeper dive into how to talk to women. This emotional element is the piece that so many guys forget when talking to women, and by far the most important one. Tapping into our emotions while flirting with us and expressing your sexual intent is what guarantees women will no longer view you as a friend or just a nice guy. And guys who understand this about women are incredibly rare, which is why the few who do get it also have way more sexual options than they can handle. Emotional tapping is just the start to getting her hooked, and now you have to reel her in. So if you're interested in having the power to quickly create these kind of emotional connections with women that are sexual in nature, here's what I suggest. Go take a look at my top-rated program on how to flirt called the F Formula by clicking the link below in the description box or going to winggirlmethod.com/flirt effortlessly. It's a program that shows you how to flirt with women and tap deeper into our emotions. Good flirting bypasses the logical brain and goes straight to our emotional core. It triggers a gut reaction that fires up our emotions, unlike the typical conversations we have with most men, which fall flat. The F Formula shows you a simple framework that'll make flirting feel like second nature, including some word-for-word examples to help you get the hang of it. This is the fastest way I know of to create the gut-level attraction and sexual tension that we women find irresistible. To learn more on how to quickly and easily ignite feelings of emotional connection in any woman that you speak to through flirting, simply click the link below for all the details or go to winggirlmethod.com/flirt effortlessly. And I'll see you next week.